Okay, let's talk about the interesting part of the software, that is lighting and environment. Let's create a new scene from new and don't save it. Okay, first, you can first insert a background to better understanding. Click on this one of this background from this asset. Go to the 3D model. For better see the sky, I insert a cube, a sphere here. Scroll down to zoom it. Then we can match image. Then something like this that can explain. You can rotate it in this screen. Nice. And just click on a background and match image. Yeah, resize the canvas. Don't create any light, just because I want to explain it. Light. I think that's nice. Okay, the first thing that you can change is environment. That in the environment we have another thing. In an environment we have a match image tools and the background. Here you can turn the background on or off. If you click a background, it's exactly that image that we inserted here. You can turn off the global lighting. I will explain it. Don't worry. If you have a lot of light, you can globally change all of them at once with intensity and rotation. Nice. I think it's a little bit nice. And here the ground plane. I turn the render, interactive render, to better seeing that. As you can see, it's visually create a background and it has a shadow on it. You can turn this ground plane off. As you can see, it shows that object on air. Okay, you can turn it on because it's create a ground on this grid and it looks like it's exactly on this table. You can shadow quality. Yeah, it's better shadow quality. You can increase the reflection opacity of the, as you can see, this table, and it just looks like better. And reflection roughness, more rough. For example, if you make it 100%, we have a very shiny table like this. As you can see, we have exactly the mirror object here. But here you can reflection roughness. You can make it some blur to make it more realistic reflection on the table. Nice. For speed of rendering, I turn it 0. This is all about the environment. In the scene manager, if you click environment light, it's automatically create from that image, this image that you inserted, a HDRI image. If you click on the environment light, as you can see, we have an image here. This image is a studio. If you click on that, as you can see, it is automatic studio from here. You can insert any HDRI from your file from the select file. As you can see, it's a studio that for better seeing that, I insert in the material 100% reflective object. I click and drag this material to the nearest object. As you can see, it's better. Now, yeah, which method? Yeah, this is. And as you can see that default studio here. If you insert your image, it's automatically creates your HDRI. You can, from scene manager, you can go back. It's very easy. It's, if you double click on any object, go its material, you can go back, go to the environment, and here it's in a studio. From this studio, you can change the lights studio from here. These are lights that I explained it now. Don't worry. These are environment lights because our scene is looks like a warm color. You can just click one of these. Click. And as you can see, the color mapping of this environment will be changed. You can see its render view here. It's very simple. any studio that you want, you can create it. For example, this blue color. As you can see, the light and the reflection are changing blue because we have an HDRI image here. You can download from internet. You can convert it to the spherical panorama that they are actually spherical. You can don't need to that. Uh, so we select this. You can choose one of these HDRI studio that create. As you can see, we have, for example, three source for lighting. Nice, three source for lighting. This is our HDRI. So here you can change the intensity of that. As you can see, we have more uh, power of light, and you can rotate it. As you can see, you can rotate your studio to changing the lighting. Because in this HDRIs, we have shooting the light from our direction. We don't have very sharp uh, shadow. So these are just a studio. You can click and select them. And here we have some sharp uh, source light that I will explain it. So for better seeing that light, don't delete that. Just go in here and disable it. And as you can see, we have no light in the scene. Everything is black. First, we select from the circle light. If you click it, as you can see, just we have a circle light here. Why these are blacks? Because we don't have any environment reflection. So this is just background. This is just background. If you want it, you have to turn the environment light on. Okay, this is from light here. And directional light. This is our first directional light. You can turn it off or on here. You can change the color. You can change a little yellow, like a sun. Nice. As you can see, we have source light from this direction. And here you can change the intensity of that, how much power this light is. You can make increase or decrease it. As you can see, you can rotate your light, and as you can see, our shadow will be changing. You can change the height of that for longer shadow. Here you can change the shape, circle, square that you want. Is exactly this light square here. If you want it, you can here change the aspect ratio of that light writing, or as you can see, you can rotate it by click and drag. Rotate this source light from here. And the corner radius here, you can change the corner. As you can see, we have a nice bevel here. You can change the size. If you make it bigger, of course, we have more softer shadow here because it is a bigger and shoot a lot of lights. If you don't want it, if you want a sharp shadow, here you can soften the edge. If you soften the edge, it's go more than like circle. And because of this soften edges, we have a soft light in a real world. As you can see, we have more. If you want to less shadow, you can make it a bigger. And because we have a lightened scene, the shadow are more softer. You can play with them. Okay, this is the directional light. I disable it. Another light is square, and I explain it. It is in sun. If you click it, as you can see, it's a simple sun here. It's exactly sun. You can change its intensity, its color. As you can see, you can change the rotation. And here you can turn the environment light on to better see reflection. And as you can see, we have a shadow from the sun and the light from all the sources. Okay, this is our sun. You can change the color. You can colorize it. If you have to turn it on, you can change the height. And if you add a cloudiness, you can soften. This is actually for make it the shadow softer. As you can see, it's more looks like a sun, and you can soften it. Now we have a nice and soft a sun with a nice and sharp but a smooth shadow. Nice. Here you can change the environment, go to the environment and increase and decrease the number of the intensity. Yeah. As you can see, we have a reflection and the sun and a good shadow. Play with them, you can approach your goal. Okay, you can turn off the sun, and the last light source is 3-point. In a lighting technology, for example, like this, as you can see, this is our object, and this is a backlight. We have no backlights and fill light. We have more percent of light for key lights and fill light. As you can see, you have the percent of the lighting, and it's in cameras and light it simple technology. And you can see it here. I'm in a render. Don't forget, it's slowing down your machine. If you click it, as you can see, we have K light, fill light, and the backlight. And actually, it is the best lighting if you combine it with the environment light. As you can see, we have two sources here. If you turn it down, as you can see, this is our backlight from the back or above. This is from left and from right. This is 3 key light. And it's exactly a square light that you can change its properties that I explained it before. So very simple and easy. And that's it. It's all about lighting in this software. It is very interesting and easy to set up a light. So for better seeing your scene with lighting, please turn this render on. So we explain all the lights and the environment. Nice.
Hello my friends, to continue these tutorials on YouTube, subscribe us, like us, and hit the bell icon. And now you will be alerted about all of the amazing videos that we release.